'Cause I know you know better, yeah, you know better than most about borrowed. Fly with me tonight into tomorrow.
Good evening, boys and girls. Gather round, gather round. We are here to witness the holy matrimony of a prince and a commoner. Oh, yes, indeed. You are witnessing the first real-life Disney movie. How many of you guys saw the royal wedding? Isn't that what it feels like, though? Like, doesn't it feel like Disney went, okay, we already have the huge empire, the legacy, the movies. We've acquired Marvel and Star Wars. We've got it. We've got the creative entertainment universe by the balls. But what don't we have? Reality. That's right, the final frontier. Sure, we've got the theme parks and all these intellectual properties, but we don't have reality. That is what will set us apart. All right, so who's got an idea? Somebody give me something. What about like a real life fairy tale? Okay, good. How can we do that? I was thinking like you find a wholesome American girl and have her marry a prince and we like sponsor the whole thing. That is genius. Oh my God. Side note though, we need to do something about that voice, buddy. I'm sorry. It's like permanent puberty. Just nails on a chalkboard. I'm sorry. No, don't be. Just trying to give ideas. I know, and you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. In fact, let's get this rolling. Come on. Find me somebody now. Yeah, now. Get to work on that now. Find me an actress. She's got to have a career. Can't be homeless, but still can't be too successful. Don't make her huge. Don't get me a Jennifer Aniston or a Reese Witherspoon. No. Keep it, like have her be on a show, but not an HBO or something like that. One of those other channels. That gray area. And please tell me there's an available British prince. Please. Got one, Harry. Harry's available. Thank the Lord. Get to work, people. That would be the next level. Come on, Bob Iger. Come on. The company already has theme parks. You're halfway there. Go the full Monty. Throw us all into the Truman Show. Just do it already. Isn't that what these worlds are at theme parks? Avatar World or whatever it's called. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter. All these different, we're at the cusp of reality. Sitting between two worlds. Trying to merge. We know the end game. They're trying to take over the real shit, and they're doing it through the frickin' royal wedding, people. I know this. It's been on Coast to Coast. It's been on InfoWars. It's been on the National Enquirer. It must be true. You know, I actually love Coast to Coast. The other two are just hilarious. So I guess I can say I love all three, but I have a little bit of I'll suspend disbelief for Coast to Coast. You know, like I'll let myself drink the Kool-Aid a little bit. Be like, maybe, just maybe, but. InfoWars, I can't. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great show, just not for information. But I think it's a great show. I think the show, as far as television, it's like I would put it right on up there with Jerry Springer's show on whatever pedestal that is. It would be right next to Jerry Springer. You know, because they're like sister shows in their vibe. It's a similar vibe of people just at their most extreme, just coming at you like a bullet train. That's what Jerry Springer is. High octane show with real people, really screaming, and showing some really scary boobs. Holy shit! That was the first show that brought to my attention the idea that big boobs didn't necessarily equal boobs that were fun to look at. Because let me see, at what point did I start watching Jerry Springer? I think I was like at a babysitter's house, so I was like maybe, 23? No, I'm kidding. I was like 5, 6. Was it 5 or 6? I don't know. It was in the single digits and in the lower end, I think. And I was at my babysitter's house on a Saturday morning. I'd watch cartoons. And then, at around noon, something like that, the channel would switch over to the adult-themed material. I'd get to see things like X-Files and Xena Warrior Princess and then Hercules somewhere in there. And then I'd probably flip through the channels. At some point, I would land on Jerry Springer. I don't know what the hell channel that was. I don't think it was WB39 at the time. But when I landed on it, it was like another dimension. And not necessarily a good or bad dimension, just a gross, dirty, just nasty dimension. Oh my God, I couldn't keep my eyes off it. I was like, Jesus, this is real life. There's no Hollywood glitz and glamour happening here. Oh God, this is real. And it's scary. are that lady's boobs touching the ground? Like, it was gross. It was, oh, they'd fight and then everything would jiggle. If you ever saw two people fighting on Jerry Springer, it always looked like two fully decorated Christmas trees shaking each other. Like there was more things moving around than there should be on a human body. It was weird to look at. It was an optical illusion. But it didn't even matter if the people were fit or even skinny as hell. It didn't matter. They were always gross. They were always, if anything, Jerry Springer is almost like a museum for gross America. Like I don't know how they do it. My mind is still blown that they managed to find that many abandoned people. That's how I look at it. These are people that abandoned themselves, their health, their hygiene. They were like, shower, goodbye, and just walked away. Look, no, don't follow me, shower, okay? You get out of here, you crazy kid, go. We come from different worlds, okay? It's just not gonna work. Soap, don't you give me that face. You keep going, you hear? Shampoo, you too. You too. Would just, look, if something leaves, it was never meant for you, okay? Get out of here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go lay face down in this alley until Steve from the Jerry Springer Show peels me off the ground like an old sticker and brings me onto the show to fight a single mom trying to raise 8 kids. That's what I'm gonna do. What if they're not actually that gross? Like, what if these people are actually your normal, everyday actors, and as part of the prep, like they just find actors, just working actors, and they bring them into the studio, and they're like, all right, guys, if you look over here, you see an inflatable pool that we have filled with puke and poo. We need you guys to get in here and roll around, okay? Marinade. Treat yourselves like a piece of salmon. You know, just roll in there, do some puke angels, whatever you got to do. Get all nice and lathered, and then we need you to get out and stand outside dry for like 15 minutes, and then we'll get you on set, all right?
What if we get like pieces of corn in our hair and stuff?
If you get pieces of corn or other debris in your hair from the puke/poo, please do not pick it out. Leave it, let it dry. It's going to look great, okay? Production value. That's what we want, right?
Is there any way you could blur out my face?
Yeah, I got the same question. You know, my mom watches this show. She's 87. She doesn't need to see her only son doing this ridiculous shit. Listen, sir, I understand. Ma'am, I get your concern, but you guys know what show you're on, right? You understand what this is, correct? You were not chosen for the features you do have as much as the features that you don't have. I'm talking teeth, mainly. Everybody calm down. All right, okay, listen. I'm not trying to say you're monsters, okay? You're not swamp things. No, you're people. You are honest, hardworking people. Yes, there are some of you who have chosen to not have a job and have no ambitions and have like 45 kids, but I'm not talking about you right now, okay? I'm talking to the rest of you. Hardworking Americans. Sons and daughters, mothers and fathers. The patriots who happen to have lost a few teeth along the way. I understand. Okay, it happens. But we got a show to do. So who's ready?
I guess
whatever.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
Because if you are, I need you to get those G-strings pulled up, get those fishnet t-shirts on, and get ready to walk out there and scare the shit out of middle-class America. Are you with me? Hands in. 3, 2, 1. No shame! And that's it. They would walk out there with their molten lava boobs and the alien antenna nipples and the dudes that looked like they had crawled straight out of an exhaust pipe. I don't know what the hell that show. I'm not sure how it happened, who dreamt it up, but I thank them. Because it made up a really important part of my childhood. It shaped me as a person. All my childhood life, I grew up thinking everybody was beautiful. Life was grand and everything was just exuberance and color and beauty. And then Jerry Springer came, like the DC universe, and just showed me the darkness in the world, the scabs and the crustiness. The crusty underbelly of America. That's what it showed me, people. Now I know that when somebody lifts up their shirt, you shouldn't smile too early, because you don't know what's coming. You don't know what's coming. It could be these like crazy friggin' X-Files boobs flopping around, swinging over their shoulder. Oh, those Marvin the Martian nipples. Just reaching out, trying to touch you. Like E.T.'s finger. But the point is, the royal wedding. Listen, here's what I'm gonna say about the royal wedding. To my lovely people in the royal family, you gotta choose, okay? Are you gonna use smartphones, or are you gonna ride in a horse-drawn carriage? You can't have both, people. You can't be checking your Instagram posts in the back of a horse-drawn carriage. It doesn't make any sense. There's nothing normal about having a royal family in 2018, but if you're gonna do it, guys, you gotta stick to the theme, okay? I know you want to use the iPhone, but I'm sorry. This is the life that you chose. You gotta get some doves and show them how to fly letters to each other. It's just, I'm sorry, it's the way it goes. I didn't choose this life for you. Smartphones or horse-drawn carriages. Choose one. Just like I'm choosing to wrap up this episode. Thank you for tuning in to Man of Tomorrow. I'm your host, Ramses Ralvacast. Feel free to join me on all social media platforms. The handle is @Ralvacast across the board. Hasta la bye-bye.